Once you keep desiring in life, you always wanted to have the best of the best. You always have to have more. You always want to have something different. You always have a kind of a wish list and the dream item, whatever that is, a house, a car, a camera in this case. And once you have this thing and you kind of spend time with it in a way, you say like, what's next? I want something else. I want something better. I want, instead of this thing, that thing. This is called human nature, will never get enough. And you can see today the Leica Q2 Monochrome been announced. Now, why don't I talk about it? Because a lot of people like my videos about the Leica system in general and all these things, because I own the system. I don't own only one camera, I own multiple cameras, so I know what I'm talking about and I'm not bored doing these things, but I like to give information, my point of view of this thing as a kind of person, have a philosophy in photography before it gets to a passion, because today and age, I'm talking about today and age, today, like look at your calendar as today. We live in a very different generation. We are not back in the days. I don't know, maybe the people like, you know, there are certain kind of people with certain time of age. It's like, I know exactly what he's talking about. So we are living in a very different age, different philosophy, different thoughts, different everything. Now we're gonna say, like, talk about the Leica Monochrome. But see, I wanna say, this is what we getting into. People desire all the time things. Company listen to things and say like, these people want that thing, why don't we make it for them? Or the company said like, why don't we just stick with our philosophy and do what we love to do best? And you know, we come up with a Q and they love it. It's a compact. We never, maybe we know it's gonna sell out amazingly, but not this much. Okay, we make the Q2 with more megapixels with a little bit of, you know, salt on top of it. It's like, okay, it's okay, not so bad. People start wishing for why it's not monochrome. And people start listening at the company and they say like, okay, why don't we make like a Leica Q2 monochrome? It just shoots black and white for all these people who want black and white. So let's give them the monochrome. We cannot make a cube, we cannot go one generation back. No, let's make the new generation the monochrome version. I want to say something. Today and this age especially, like look at your calendar as today. We are living in a very different, like everything. And once I say that sometimes all these hard work, sometimes it does not matter. It's sad, but it's true. When was the last time you went to a gallery and you went to this artist and he shot black and white photograph on a black and white film or black and white monochrome camera and was printed, okay, this is like, this is 60 by 90 centimeters, I don't know what that's in inches. And it was hanging on the wall, maybe amazing 20 pieces. When was the last time you saw that? Some of them is like, okay, I just came from the museum. So you are what, one from 1,000? Everybody today on their phone. Everybody today on their monitors. Everybody today on a digital screen. The beauty in black and white, let's talk about black and white and then we talk about photography in general. The beauty of black and white is to enjoy the details of the black and white, the everything. I don't want to go to technical details and show my skills with the highlights and the shadows and the micro contrast. We're over that. But to enjoy what's black and white, when you go to the street and shoot black and white, when you take your time and do black and white, and when you see your subject and say like, this is the black and white thing or theme. So you build all your ideas, your inspiration, your passion about the black and white to buy a black and white camera that shoots only black and white to deliver black and white images and theory and philosophy. And this is what Leica was all about, or still all about. That they wanted to have the same thing because they really, the only company, have the guts to make pure camera black and white and don't care about whatever people say. Or they say like, listen, we're taking a risk, we took it before, it worked, but we actually make to order, so we are on a safe side. So it's kind of, it's okay. They're playing it in a like 50-50 situation. It's not like they have like 2 million pieces and they don't know where to go with it. So they need to sell it. And that's why sometimes you don't see these things on sale, because actually they don't exist. They only make certain amount, they know it's gonna sell, and after that they're gonna tell you it's gonna take 3 weeks, and probably this is the 3 to 6 weeks is gonna be making one. So they're gonna be catching up the game slowly where the ordering are coming up, and this is why you see everything the same price. So Leica is the only one is making all these things. If you are looking for details about the camera, I'm not gonna say anything about this video about it because it's pure obvious. This meant for people that like really to enjoy black and white photography. I know a lot of people, I'm in all the groups, by the way. I'm making a very special Leica Club group. I will link it in a description. Please click on it. I'm making a very unique Leica group. It's called Leica Club. So we want to make it the best of the best, unique and amazing, where you can sell, where you can trade, where you can discuss, showcase your gallery and talk about things, and we come really as an exclusive club. We'll talk about that later. So Leica is making this to make a really cool club that I only shoot black and white and I enjoy it. But I want to say that sometimes we lose the taste of black and white once it comes normal. What do I mean? You know, there is a black and white monochrome 10 and there was also the monochrome M. So I don't want to say we start losing the style and the taste and the feel of the monochrome system. Now, once we have the Leica Q doing the same as the Leica M monochrome and the Leica 10 monochrome, we're gonna start saying that, okay, in this case, I can just switch to JPEG and make a monochrome JPEG, and that's it. Okay, I'm not gonna have perfectly white and black sensor design balance photo, but I'll get close to it. So are we losing the style and the taste and the passion of Leica with the black and white photography? Or are we going to more marketing? Everybody want the Q to be monochrome. Here you go, buy it, and that's it. So once we have the Q, it sells amazingly. It's such a masterpiece until today, and I recommend it to everybody, and probably everybody go crazy about it. Once we came to the Leica Q2, we start seeing that we start being like all other companies. They make version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4 of the same item. And this is wrong. This is not like a rabbit medication thing we need to test it on. This is called, especially a company doesn't make cameras often. It's not like running for the race. So once we start running for the race, now we start losing the value and we start losing the passion of the company. That's what it's like all about to begin with. We are a very amazing, unique club. We are we are family. I have a Leica, I walk in the street with my Leica, the other person, for some reason, have a Leica hanging on his neck. Probably there's no battery in it or no film, but he's proud of it, it's an accessory. And he's like, hey, you bonded right away. You know it, I know it, we did it, you know, so we don't have to ignore it. So this is, but we know with other manufacturers, I don't think, you will look at them, it's like, oh man, I have the best, I have better than yours, you know, look at my better lens. But with Leica, we never say my camera is better than yours, right? We always discuss what we shoot, what we do. And this is what we come, you know, this is, you know how many friends I made just talking and bonding together because of that. So, and we never said my camera is better than yours, even though sometimes my camera is top of the line of Leica and his lowest type of the line of Leica. We never kind of pinpoint. We should like, your work is amazing, my work is amazing, and we don't actually make fun or I don't mean it. No, we really mean it, because there is passion and art, like basically art in his photo. So what I want to say that to all the people are wishing for the Leica Q2 Monochrome, here you have it. Now the second wish I saw in a group says, I wish it's 50mm lens. Like, it's never ending wishes. And people sometimes have to understand, when 5 people wish for one lens to be like that, and the others say I'm comfortable with the other one, and the other one is wishing for another, it's not like a company like dream come true maker thing. This is called, they are making what fits, what's best, what's more versatile, what's need to be done and unique. And this is when we come up with these kind of zooming range, focal length thing that you say like, this is more than enough. Cropping, it's an option, and we can reach to multiple level of photography in one lens. But once these people wish, for example, for the 50mm lens, how I want to take a nice wide shot of a landscape, then people will say like, I wish this is 25mm lens. So it's a never-ending complaining situation to people think this company is going to make them all their dream come true. So that's why the company doesn't listen to everybody or anybody just say anything. They gather information and they see maybe what's the best. Companies are not really that stupid or dumb, without any kind of, I don't mean to insult anybody, but they are really not idiots. Sometimes they say like, why did they put the button here, they didn't put it there? Sometimes they, I don't want to say experiment things, but sometimes this is the best in this kind for this situation. They know next time what they do. Now, for example, I want to give you a small example how things are done in a simple way. Once I design something, because I'm a passionate photographer and I also have a style in creativity. So I'm in the designing department sometimes. So once I make my business card or my website, or how I lay out things in my photography or my photos as a gallery, I make the first one and I don't like it, or I like it and I say like, let's try something different, or let's spice it up. And then I say like, okay, the first one is absolutely no, we're sticking with this one. Then I change my whole idea and I do something similar but different at the same time. And I look at both side by side and say like, wow, these both are amazing, but let me showcase this one first. I will give people time to enjoy it, to like it, because it's good already. And then I will put my second version, and then they're gonna like it also, and they're gonna see creativity. Even though I was thinking of the two plans at the same time, at the same place, I was doing the first idea. So you can see that this is how is it with the phones, with everything. So people, when they think, companies, they put the button from left to right and they moved it from up and down, they already know it, they already have it for the next generation. They don't design it at the same time when they want to produce it, but they know already we're gonna make Q1, Q2, because people are gonna complain about it like normal. And then why don't we make a monochrome next to it, so we make something different for people. But my philosophy or my idea was, when I was talking about Leica in general, I said like, always Leica need to be exclusive and unique and come up with not any like from ground up cameras, because we cannot reinvent cameras anymore. We only can twist it around. And Leica's making all these limited edition things. When I was talking about all these unique things, all the collaboration with designers, with the cars. The other day I saw something to do with the cars, with the Audi cars, I think, and with the Hermes designer. So there was a nice thing. Now I don't see it anymore. I see camera version 1, version 2, version 3, which is a bit sad, because when I entered the company, it's okay, the company is not living, from my thing, but of course I'm a client, I'm a passionate Leica person, that I enjoy their gear and I talk highly about it, and you can see all my channels is about Leica. Maybe I'm the only one have all these videos about Leica. They all have pins and points, you know, here and there, and they have of course other companies that everybody's the same for them. But for me, you can see exclusively for now. So what's all this is all about, or where this is taking us? We have the Leica Q2 Monochrome. People are probably gonna buy it, that's for sure, because they're gonna end up selling their Q2 because it's like, you know, now I really wanted to focus on my black and white. People don't know what they want, to be honest. This is human nature, and this is when people don't have a plan. So that's why they always go, like when the Q2 came out, everybody was selling their Q. Everybody. And they got the Q2, and after a while I start noticing for sale, for sale, for sale, for sale. It's like, what's the matter? What's the matter, Johnny? Why are you selling your Q2 all of a sudden? Like you were selling your Q to get the Q2, and all of a sudden, and everybody sell them brand new in the box. Oh, I only use it a few times. Oh, I only 500 clicks. Oh, I only have this and I don't have that. So it does not make so much sense for people have so much desire that they don't focus on what they like. And Leica come to the table and say like, hey, we are a passionate team of photography. We love cameras. We came from a Hitler generation. The whole purpose meaning that the generation is very old. And we start doing amazing things. Why don't we kind of show you photography in a different eye? Or let's say that we are a creative company. We are not like others. Others always focus on the megapixels, and they focus on the version 1, 2, 3, 4. We are different. We love photography. We have this kind of class. We have this kind of class. We have this kind of class. What do you think? What do you like? They start putting artistic things to the table that deliver amazing image quality, and it delivers also what photographers really want, especially the passion one. And they enter, I don't want to say the digital market, but they also enter the professional market, which is the people are using it for really heavy work. This is when the SL came out, and it's like, whoa, 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 this is something now. And you can see I have so much Leica SL videos, how amazing it is. And how I praise the Leica SL1, not 2, 1 for now, because it's still capable and amazing, and people still complaining because they don't even know how to use cameras, or they don't know what they want. That's why they want everything ready to go. We don't have anything ready to go. You will never get anything ready to go. That's why people will still complain until they die. It's a fact. Anyway, hopefully my Leica Q2 monochrome video, it was a little bit different. It's 47 megapixels, the ISO is amazing, and you can, the focal length is the same because we found it better. It takes the same battery like the Leica SL and the Leica Q2. You can put all the accessories. You can read that on the website. But this video is more of a philosophy video, that you have the same camera of the Q2, but you have it with a black and white. Of course, it's more attention to details. The sensor is absolutely black and white. It's more design building kind of situation, but it's a sensor. That's it. But it's more focused on the people who would love to rebuild their image about the black and white. That's why, again, I don't want to say that everybody can turn their Q2 to black and white and we call it a day after a few kind of edit. But again, when was the last time you went to a gallery and you actually saw an amazing photograph of black and white, that you really can look at this big print and you can see shadows, you can see his eyelash, you can see everything, and it's like amazing black and white details. Also, I like the artistic point of view of the photographer. Probably it's 2 people from 1,500. So it's very little. Now you flip the phone, God knows what screen you have and resolution you have, and everybody, when they look at the photo, the first thing they do is a zoom in and they zoom out and then click. this is not photography anymore. This is called, let me entertain you, and maybe the camera on the phone is way better than spending almost 6,000 euros or dollars on your camera that you think you're gonna make creativity, but at the same time, you understand that there's nobody appreciate it beside yourself. So is it to feed your soul more? Or is it more logical to do what you do best all the time and focus what's important and always know how to master your passion, regardless you have one is monochrome or you were waiting for it all your life, even though there's 2 generations before it, or you will say like, I rather have what I have and I make it better, because black and white is not for everybody, color is not for everybody, and photography is not for everybody. Not because we have a great cameras around that it's gonna make you a photographer or a good photographer. It's just gonna make you buy something because you don't know what you're going into. And this is when passionate and I don't want to say hobbyists, but really passionate photographers who love making art than taking photos understand that the Leica Q monochrome, it's gonna be a really great camera. It's gonna be fast to give the deliver of their thoughts, but it's not gonna slow them down like the Leica M monochrome. And they say like, this is the kind of lens I need, or this is what I need for this kind of thing, or maybe I need to do portraits in black and white. I need 90mm focal length. I need to put it on the Leica M. But with the Leica Q2 the Leica Q2 monochrome, I don't know where are we sitting. Are we sitting next to the Leica QP or Leica Q or Leica Q2? But we have the JPEG enabled to monochrome, or are we talking about real creativity? Thank you so much for watching. Please check my work at ramseyspencer.com, expertotv.com, ramsino.com, and enjoy my photography if you like. And don't forget, we have a Facebook group called LEICA Club. Let's have a nice union. It's brand new, by the way. It's fresh. I think there's only 2-3 people there. But let's make all of us go there, because it's for all cameras, and discuss and make it a really good club, because we want to make it like a big palace with exclusive people who understand passion and understand creativity in photography, whether it's a camera or a photograph, because at the end it's us who matters, because we are driving the tool. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next video. Ciao, ciao.